In this lesson, we'll be reviewing measurement conversion, meeting the requirements for TEKS 64H. In our first problem, a warehouse floor has a perimeter of 6,615 feet. What is the perimeter of the floor in yards? So we want to go from feet to yards. So we have 6,615 feet. We need that to be yards. We don't know how many that is yet. If we look at our STAAR reference card, we'll see that 3 feet is equivalent to 1 yard. We've set up a proportion and now can use one of our 6 proportion solving strategies. I'm going to use within. I'm going to go from 3 to 1 by dividing by 3, which means I can do exactly the same thing to my other ratio. So I need to divide 6,615 by 3. 3 goes into 6 twice. Bring down the 6. 3 goes into 6 twice. Bring down the 1. 3 doesn't go into 1 at all, so that's 0. Bring down the 5. 3 goes into 15 5 times. So I have 2,205 yards. 2,205 yards is my quotient. And is that one of my answer choices? It sure is. Answer choice A. In our next problem, in Career Portal's technology class, each student used 85 centimeters of copper wire for an experiment. If there were 10 students in the class, what was the total amount of wire used in meters? So we need to go from centimeters to meters. All right, so we have 85 centimeters. But that was each student. 85 centimeters was for one student, but there were 10 students in the class. So we'll need 10 times as much copper wire. What's 85 times 10? 850. 850 centimeters were used by the students in the class. So we have 850 centimeters, which we need to find out is how much in meters. If we check our STAAR reference card, we'll find that 1 meter is equivalent to 100 centimeters. I've set up my proportion with centimeters as my numerators and meters as my denominators. And now I'm going to use one of my proportion solving strategies. I'm going to use within. I'm going to go from 100 to 1 by dividing by 100. So I'm going to go from 850 to x by also dividing by 100. 850 divided by 100. That goes 8 times. I have a remainder, so I add a decimal, push it to the top, a 0, which I bring down, 5 times 500, no remainder, I'm done. 8.5. 8.5 meters of copper wire. Is that an answer choice? It sure is. Answer choice D. In this problem, a can contains 24 fluid ounces of fruit juice. How many pints of fruit juice does the can contain? So we want to go from fluid ounces to pints. When we look at our STAAR reference card, though, we see that we can go from fluid ounces to cups and then from cups to pints. So we're first going to go from fluid ounces to cups because we can't go directly to pints. So we have 24 fluid ounces. And we want to know how many cups is that? Our STAAR reference card says 8 fluid ounces is 1 cup. Now, which proportion solving strategy should we use? Let's use within. I can go from 8 to 1 by dividing by 8, which means I can do the same thing to my other ratio. 24 divided by 8 is 3. So 3 cups. 24 fluid ounces is 3 cups. So now I need to take these 3 cups and convert them to the pints. So now I have 3 cups, which we want to know, how many pints is that? If we check our STAAR reference card, we see that 2 cups is 1 pint. So I can use a proportion solving strategy to go from 2 to 1, within, dividing by 2. So I need to divide 3 by 2 to find out the number of pints. 3 divided by 2. Well, I have a remainder, so I need a decimal, push it to the top, add a 0, bring it down. Look at this. So we're going to get 1.5. 1.5 pints. So 24 fluid ounces converted to 3 cups, which then converted to 1.5 or 1.5 pints. 1.5 pints is answer choice C. In our next problem, a robot's weight is 2,250 grams. How many kilograms does the robot weigh? So we need to go from grams to kilograms. If we look at our STAAR reference card, we'll see that we can go from 1 kilogram to 1,000 grams. So here's what we have. 2,250 grams is, we're not sure yet how many kilograms. But the STAAR reference card said that 1,000 grams was the equivalent to 1 kilogram. So once again, if we use the within strategy, we can divide by 1,000 to get to 1. So we would do the same thing on this side, dividing by 1,000. So 2,250 divided by 1,000. Well, that would go in twice. That would be 2,000. That gives me 250, which is a remainder. I need a decimal and a 0 to bring down. 1,000 into 2,500 again would go twice. That's 2,000. Remainder 500. I need another 0. Bring it down. 5 times. 5 times 1,000 is 5,000. No remainder. So 2.25 kilograms, which is answer choice D. In this problem, Mrs. Torres is mailing a package that weighs 12.5 pounds. The post office charges by the ounce to mail a package. How much does the package weigh in ounces? So we need to go from pounds to ounces. We have 12.5 pounds, which we don't know yet how many ounces that is. But if we check our STAAR reference card, we can easily see that 1 pound is 16 ounces. 1 pound is 16 ounces. So we can use the within strategy to go from 1 to 16, multiplying by 16. So we'll do the same thing to our other ratio. 12.5 times 16. 6 times 5 is 30, 6 2 is 12, plus 3 is 15, 6 to 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Placeholder. 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1. 0, 0, 8, 0. 2,000. Oh, wait, not 2,000. Because look at this. We have a decimal. How many numbers are to the right of this decimal? 1. So that's what we're going to need in our product. So our decimal would go here. So our answer would be 200 ounces. Is that an answer choice? It sure is. Answer choice B. In our last problem, Rachel has a fish tank in her bedroom. The tank has a capacity of 15 liters of water. How many milliliters of water can her tank hold? So we'll be converting from liters to milliliters. Right now we have 15 liters, which we don't know how many milliliters that is. We do know that if we look at our STAAR reference card, 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. I can now use a proportion solving strategy. And this time I'm going to use between. I'm going to go from 1 to 15 by multiplying by 15. So I'll go from 1,000 to our unknown value by doing exactly the same thing. 1,000 times 15 is 15,000. 15,000 milliliters. And is that an answer choice? It sure is. Answer choice D.